Howdy ho there, my lovies. Welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn. Welcome to my living room. And I'm so glad to be back on here with all of you, my lovies. I have missed you. I have missed you a lot. Hi, Hazel Basil. Oh, yes. Okay. Hazel says hi. Yeah, she's not sure about YouTube. She's not sure that she's ready for prime time. I'm trying to convince her that she is absolutely ready for prime time. She's a big, beautiful baby, and she is all better, thank goodness. And she is adapting to life over here at our house and the ins and outs, and she's already spoiled rotten. Someone sent her a lovely gift in the mail. There was no card attached. So thank you for thinking of Hazel. And yeah, she has enjoyed her. It was a hot dog. It was a hot dog with a squeaker in it, and she loves a squeaker. So why am I coming to you from my living room? I'm coming to you from my living room because I haven't really been doing much in the kitchen at all. Kitchen work has become a real struggle for me because my hands are not working the way that they should be, and I'm really unable to stand for any length of time. So, I thought I would bring you on, that we would have a little bit of coffee. I just brewed a fresh pot. So, get yourself something to drink, lovies. Get yourself coffee or a nice iced tea. It's hot. It's hot all over. But I am still drinking hot coffee in the morning. That's just the way I wake up. It just is what it is. And my laundry today is some towels, some microfiber towels, some bath towels, some napkins, some cloth napkins. We use cloth napkins all the time because in 2020 I ran out of paper towels and napkins, and I could not get to the grocery store. But I had a whole linen closet full of, napkins, cloth napkins that we saved for a special occasion. And I said, you know what? This is a special occasion because we live today. And so now we use cloth napkins because we are just grateful to be alive. Now, I don't fold them any particular way. I like them rolled up in a little, neat little pile. And then I have a basket. It sits on the dining room table. And, you just help yourself to a napkin whenever you need it. Throw it into the washing machine, and it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll get to it. No worries. So I thought I'd come on here, fold a little laundry, say howdy to you all. So I have really been thinking about my channel because my circumstances have significantly changed. So I'm not able to do much in the kitchen. My meals that I prepare are very, very simple. And honestly, like I told Andrew, this is the summer of salads and sandwiches because it is excruciatingly hot. The other day it was 117. It was 117. And I didn't even get a t-shirt that said it was 117. I survived, and all I got was this t-shirt. Yeah, they should have been printing those up and selling them down on the corner. Anyhow, so my circumstances have kind of changed, and I wondered, well, what are you going to do? Because honestly, I think about all of you as being my friends and my lovies and all of those things, and I love to do YouTube. I like to share my life with you all. So what I think we're going to do is change the focus of my channel from necessarily cooking and saving money at the grocery store to a little coffee klatch. Yeah, brew up some coffee, get together, and just, do it upright, hot diggity. I'll tell you what's going on, what I hope to have going on, all of those things, and we'll just have a little coffee klatch. My mother was invited to join a coffee klatch, and gosh, this must have been like 1985 maybe. And she explained to a neighbor that, she works full time and she has 9 kids, and she does not have any time for drinking coffee and sitting around and gossiping with the ladies. Yeah, she didn't have time, but I know that she kind of regretted it, because as she got older, that she loved when her friends or a neighbor or something like that would drop by. She'd have a big old pot of coffee. She'd have an Entenmann's coffee cake, and she would slice it, and they would sit there for hours and just, oh yeah, just do it upright. Talk about this, that, and the other thing. My Aunt Belva, my Aunt Mabel, they were not my mother's sisters or my father's sisters. These were just her friends, but they were lifelong friends that she had, and they would sit around and talk and just have a good time. And you know, they have all gone on to their reward now, and I sure miss them. Yeah, Mabel. My Aunt Mabel was a hoot and a half. She was kind of ditzy, to be honest. So she was hired by my sister Sherry to help her during an illness. My sister had a hysterectomy, and she needed somebody to come help her for the first couple of weeks. So she hired my Aunt Mabel to come take care of her, keep the house up, this, that, and the other thing. Anyhow, so Mabel got my sister all together for the day, got her pain meds, got her all the things, put her to bed, and decided that she was going to do some chores. So she put some laundry in the wash, she did up the dishes, all of these things, and yeah, she's just putzing around the house. Do you ever putz? I love to putz, where you don't have anything in mind. You know, you don't have a to-do list, but you're just doing this, that, and the other, and there's no, like, you know, there's no timeline, there's no pressure to get everything done. You're just doing stuff. Anyhow, so she decided that she was going to water my sister's beautiful plants. My sister had like a lanai on the back of her house, all netted in and what have you, and she had beautiful patio furniture, and she had all of these pots with flowers in them, and they were just fantastic. And Mabel decided that it had been a few days and it was really hot outside, and she would go ahead and water those plants. So she gets her watering can, and she goes around and she's watering all the plants on the lanai and everything like that. Anyhow, my sister wakes up and she goes in there to care for her and do what needs to be done. And Mabel is telling her all about all of the wonderful things that she got done and how she's taking care of the house and everything's fine and yada, yada, yada. And I watered the plants out on the lanai. My sister looked at her. She's like, you watered plants on the lanai? Yeah, all your beautiful flowers so that they would stay fantastic. And she said, Mabel, honey, bless your heart, those are all fake. They're all fake plants, and they didn't need to be watered. Anyhow, poor Mabel. Yeah, yeah, bless her. Yeah, she was just, she was kind of like Vera from Alice. Well-intentioned, but you know, like always kind of lost in her own little daydream kind of a thing. I have a lot of microfiber towels in here. I use those a lot instead of paper towels as well, because they're economical, they wash, they dry, all of those good things, and they're reusable, and you know, it's a good investment, because really and truly the microfiber towels last a very, very long time. I used to fold clothes in the laundry room, but you know, I can't stand that long anymore, so now I'm folding clothes here in the living room. And sometimes I watch TV while I do it. When Piggy was around, poor little Pigpen, his favorite TV show was, what's it called? Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. And he knew what time it was on. He'd come over and tap me with his nose. Like, oh yeah, it's time for Dr. Quinn. Anyhow, I would turn that on, and I don't know what, he had the biggest crush on Jane Seymour. Maybe it was the horses. I don't know. But he was just intent for that whole hour of watching Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman. Yeah, that was his show. He loved it. Hazel does not seem to care one whit about the TV, whether it's on, whether it's off, what have you. And sometimes it's on, sometimes it's not. She doesn't care about Jeopardy. Yeah, she doesn't share our love of Jeopardy, but that's okay. She is very motivated by food, though. Let me tell you, she's a gobbler. Yeah, she doesn't even come up for air. I put the food down. Now, what she likes is she likes for me to take her bowl, put the food in it, put a little bit of water in it, and then stir it around a little bit. Put it in the microwave for 20 seconds exactly. Not too hot, not too cold, lady. Anyhow, she likes that, and then yeah, she's spoiled. She's spoiled rotten, and I love to spoil her. And we got a new roof put on our house finally. It took a lot of negotiating with our insurance company and the contractor, but they finally got the new roof on. It looks fantastic. There's another video coming out with the roof and all of the things, a before and after kind of a thing. And that is a sponsored video because I did negotiate a video with the contractor, yeah, for a few bucks off. And yeah, what can I do for a few dollars off? Not just at the grocery store. A lot of times when I'm getting work done at the house, I will ask if there's a cash discount. Now, of course, I couldn't ask for a cash discount for my roof because I didn't have $20,000 for my roof. Thank God for insurance. Anyhow, yeah, a lot of times I will ask if there is a cash discount. The money that they can just put right in their pocket, and whether they declare that to the IRS is between them and their conscience. Yeah, but everybody loves a little bit of cash in their pocket. My mechanic has a cash discount of 10%, and I think that's fantastic. So there we go. That's another little way to save money. I like the napkins, the cloth napkins. I think those save money. The microfiber towels. These big bath towels I got on Amazon, and they are Turkish bath towels, and they are very absorbent and very thick, and I really like those. They've got some great colors too. I used to have white towels, but after so many washes, and these last for years, after so many washes and what have you, they just always, even with bleach, even with liquid bluing, Mrs. Stewart's liquid bluing, and adding that to a soak and what have you, yeah, they don't always look their best. So I've gone to this light bluish turquoise kind of a thing. So far, that seems to be working out fairly well. Now, these small microfiber towels, these I put in another basket right next to the kitchen sink, and you can certainly use these for drying off your hands. That's what they're for. And I've got some great colors on this. The plain hard yellow ones, these are very sturdy. These actually come from Costco, and they are found over in the car maintenance at Costco. Yeah, they've got a car maintenance section at my Costco. They've got like oil and windshield wiper fluid and these microfiber towels, and they've got, you know, those big bulky packets of air freshener, you know, the little trees that you can put on your rear view mirror so you can, yeah, smell up your car. I don't buy those. I think they smell gross. Do you like them? Yeah, each to their own. But yeah, the small microfiber towels are great for a hand wash or a quick wipe up of the counter. The big bulkier ones, I like to use these for dusting and heavy duty cleaning. So with my new, you know, challenges, sorry, that's my air conditioner just coming back on, and I can't turn it off because it was 117 yesterday. It's only going to be 115 today, but if we don't keep the house cool, we are just hosed. So, yeah. What was I talking about? I can't remember. Oh, sugar and spice. Oh, so with my new challenges, my mobility challenges and what have you, for years I have struggled with obsessive compulsive disorder. Kind of runs in my family. I have a sister who's obsessive compulsive as well. Hers is more like checking things. Is the door locked? She has to check 500 times. Are all of the burners in the stove off? She has to check and check and check. It takes her a very long time to leave the house. For me, my obsessive compulsives were usually about cleaning. Now, does that mean that my house is spotless? No, not by any means. My house is not spotless. It's clean. You can always come in. I'm never, ashamed of it. But is it spotless? No. When I was much younger, I would do crazy things like clean everything with gloves on so that there were no fingerprints anywhere at all. And I couldn't go to bed until like all of my chores were done. And honestly, I wore myself out. And if I had that time back, I would take that time back. And instead of being obsessive compulsive, I would go to the movies and I would watch some good shows, because what I learned is that I missed out on a lot of things, because when I wasn't working, I was working too much at home with crazy things. So I am trying to learn to let go of the crazy things. Does it matter how my towels look in the linen closet? No. Just so long as they're in the linen closet, I'm going to be happy. Does it matter if there are fingerprints on my refrigerator? No. I'm just going to be happy that it's clean and sanitary. So I've tried to go through and I'm making lists of things that are important to me that I really want to keep doing, and how do I get those things done. So YouTube was right at the top of the list. I love to do YouTube. How do I keep that going? How do I stay in contact with all of my friends, all of my lovies out there? Because I just adore you. Yeah, to pieces. So, yeah, I'm making a list of the things that are really important to me. I'm letting go of the linen closet. I'm letting go of the fingerprints. What's really important. So, yeah. And how do I get those things done with my new set of circumstances? So, everybody's life changes. We all have different seasons. And so I'm a little bit older. I'm a woman of a certain age now. And I've had a few kickbacks this year. But we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on keeping on. Yes, please, and thank you. Last night for dinner we had ham sandwiches, we shared an apple, and we had cottage cheese on the side. And it was made on the low carb bread. So there we go. My napkins, they're all different kinds because, I saw something that was on sale and I liked that, and I thought, well, I'll put that out one week, and then, if we have a special occasion, I'll put something else out. Anyhow, they're just kind of menagerie. And I honestly think they look pretty darn good all in the little basket. Well, it's a pretty big basket. Anyhow, I don't iron these. There was a time that I would have ironed all of these. Ironed the sheets on my bed. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy town. Yeah, I still iron some clothing, but I'm embracing the wash and wear, because I don't have. What do you have the energy to do? So that's the big question. So I hope that you kind of enjoyed the Coffee Klatch, and hope that you'll stick with me through all of this. I appreciate that. So yeah, get yourself an iced tea, get yourself a cup of coffee. Orange juice would be good. Orange juice is something that I have very, very rarely anymore, and so I kind of miss it a little bit, but yeah, on those occasions when my sugar is low and I need a bump, I have that orange juice, and oh, it tastes so good. Yeah, so that's nice. I'm almost done with my laundry basket, which is fantastic. Now I am not going to put this stuff away. I am going to go ahead and reload the laundry basket with all of the folded items, and then when Melissa or Andrew come by, I'm going to let them know that this is ready to be, you know, put away and dispersed and what have you, because it's a struggle for me to carry this and walk at the same time. But yeah, I got some folding done, and you know, I'm going to chalk that up as a win. I'll tell you that honestly, I think that as people that are responsible for taking care of your home and your family and what have you, whether you're a man or a woman, and we all have like these to-do lists, I think we've been doing it wrong all these years. Let me tell you, that I think that we have been doing these to-do lists wrong. We write the list, and then there's all the pressure to get all of the things done off of that list. And then if you have leftover things, maybe you feel, you know, like you weren't successful that day. Well, I think you've done your list wrong. So instead of writing a to-do list of all of the things that I want to get done that day, I'm going to write a list. And every time I get something done, I'm going to put that on the list of things that I did accomplish. That way, when I look at my list, I'm always successful. And I'm telling you, I think that's it. I think that's it. I have a pork tenderloin that I took out to thaw from the freezer. And honestly, we can't even really do much of a grocery haul because I didn't buy much in the way of groceries. I did have to pay the deductible to the contractor for my insurance. So this week, all I really bought was, what did I get? I got 2 packages of Gorton's fish fillets because they were buy one, get one free, bringing them down to like $4 per. So I thought that was a decent buy. A gallon of milk, some sliced cheese, and some romaine lettuce. Yeah, it was real small. There were only like 5 or 6 items on my grocery list. And honestly, we didn't need much because we are trying to work our way down on these freezers. And my freezers have, yeah, plenty of veg, plenty of frozen fruit, plenty of meats in them. And so we just needed a few fresh items. And of course, Andrew's milk, because you know that man has milk with every meal. And now he's taken to getting up and coming out of his office at 9 or 10 o'clock at night and getting himself a glass of milk so he can eat cookies in his room. Bless his heart. I do not begrudge the man the cookies. I do not partake in the cookies, especially at night. Yeah, I try to consume all of my foods for the day before 7 p.m. And so, yeah, he's eating cookies in his room with his little glass of milk. And he's so funny because he kind of sneaks it. This one is a little bit ratty, but you know what? It's just for cleaning. So I'm going to keep it until it gets worse. Yeah, absolutely. So, yep, the little microfiber towels for drying your hands, or if you have a little kitchen whoopsie that you don't need a whole great big one of these for. I keep these out in the garage. And then we've got all of the napkins and the towels and what have you. This is one of my favorite loads to fold because honestly it takes no thought. Yeah, there's no thought, and I just sit here. Just sit here with my friends and say howdy. So what else have I been doing? Got a new roof. That went really well. Hazel did not mind the roofers at all, and it wasn't as loud as I anticipated that it would be. And yeah, she didn't bark. She didn't hardly bark at all. It didn't bother her. So I think she must have come from somewhere where they had like a multi-family situation, you know, like maybe apartment or senior living where you have neighbors, maybe a condo, something like that. So she was used to people up above her, so that was good. Yeah, that was fantastic. She didn't bark, and it wasn't as loud as I thought it would be. Melissa slept through the whole thing, and Andrew, he was kind of, yeah, he stayed up too late, and then he was cranky, and he wanted to sleep in, and I gave him some earplugs and told him that he would be fine. And so, there we go. Hazel, are you enjoying your outside time? Yeah, I've got the back door open a crack so Hazel can go in and out. Otherwise, she will bark at me every time that she wants to go out, which I appreciate. I will take the barking over bathroom accidents in the house any day of the week. Yes, please bark. Wake me up, get my attention, whatever you have to do, so I can let you out and you can, you know, go to the bathroom. Yeah, so I just left it open a crack while I was on here with my lovey saying howdy. So, oh, these are cute. My sister gave me these for Christmas. They're socks, and they're completely crazy. So you put them on, and they're like this really goofy, weird face. Your foot goes in there, and it's got ears and everything. Anyhow, my sister gave these to me for Christmas a few years back, and I wear them, and she looks at me, that was a gag gift. You weren't supposed to wear them, but honestly, they're comfy, cozy, and I like them even though they're wild. Oh, I have to tell you. Let me go get it. I'm gonna take these microfiber towels to the kitchen and put them in the basket because they don't weigh much at all. And I'm gonna come back and I'll show you something. I bought these diabetic neuropathy compression socks, you know, see if it would help my legs out any. So this is the packaging that it came in. There were 8 pairs and they were $24. They were a fantastic bargain. But look at these beautiful people. Look at these babies. Yeah, handsome, beautiful, prime of their life. This was the packaging for my old lady diabetic neuropathy socks. Yeah. I think that's false advertisement. I could wear all 8 pairs at the same time, and I am never going to look like any of these people. But God bless them. Yeah. So I thought that was some false advertising. Didn't appreciate that much. I thought it was funny. Anyhow, what else? Oh, things that I didn't appreciate. So this is not a political channel, and I do not share my political opinions on this channel, and everyone has them. You keep yours, I'll keep mine, and honestly, that's one of the things that I think is, yeah, when I was a kid, nobody ever talked about politics or religion. You just kept that to yourself. That was something private. Anyhow, but it's political season. And in my neck of the woods, what that means is an absolute ton of phone calls and text messages from candidates. I want your vote, I want your money, blah, 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 vote for me. Anyhow, there is this one woman who is a representative in my district, and she calls a robocall from her, you know, her campaign office or whatever. A robocall calls every night at 7 o'clock, just as Jeopardy is coming on. I don't care if it's a rerun. We still watch them. Every night at 7 o'clock. And this woman runs on a family values platform. So I called her office and left a message because nobody ever answers the phone. But, hello, so-and-so, I am one of your constituents. My phone number is blah. I would appreciate it if you would take me off your list because you call every single night and interrupt Jeopardy at 7 o'clock. And do I need a phone call every single night reminding me to vote for you? I not every night. Not every night. I'm glad it's 7 o'clock at night, not 7 o'clock in the morning, but you know. Anyhow, so I left her this message, and it was pretty nice, and I wasn't snarky or anything about it, though I kind of wanted to be. Anyhow, I left her this message, and she called me And here's what I learned. Political candidates do not have to abide by the do not call list. I'm on the do not call list. I go on every year and renew it because I do not like telemarketers. I do not need a new windshield. I'm not getting, vinyl siding or new windows. Yeah. And honestly, I can do without your political call because really and truly, I already made up my mind about who's running and what I'm going to do and who I'm going to vote for. But this is not a political channel. So I left her this message telling her to please take me off of her call list. You would think that that was, it's an okay request. And I was, like I said, not snarky. She called me and said that they do not have to abide by the do not call list or the rules around telemarketing, that political calls are exempt from that. And she was not nice about it one bit, not even a little bit. And I said, well, thank you for your phone call. You've certainly helped me make my choice come November. And I guess I will just have to put my phone on airplane mode at 7 p.m. so that I can enjoy my dinner with my family and Jeopardy. And yeah, have a good day. Anyhow, she was snarky, and I tried to keep it calm. I did. I really did. I tried. I really wanted to be really snarky back to her. But yeah, I'm not voting for her. Yeah, don't call me at dinner time. And don't interrupt Jeopardy. And if somebody asks you not to call them anymore, yeah, stop calling. That's all I got to say about it. Anyhow, she is not nice. She is not as... maybe she was having a bad day, but, that's really not my problem. When I have a bad day, I don't talk on the phone. I don't make a video. Yeah, if I've got nothing good to say, I just keep it to my own self. I really appreciate you guys keeping me company while I fold my clothes. Yeah, that's really fun. You made it a whole lot more enjoyable. We are down to an empty basket. These are really sweet. These little, they're like a little knitted, crocheted, maybe it's crocheted. I don't crochet or knit, but I do appreciate crafts. Anyhow, a lady who stayed at my hotel, every single year she would stay at my hotel for 2 or 3 months in the winter time to get away from the Canadian snow. And one year she decided she was going to learn to crochet. I think that's crochet. Anyhow, she learned how to crochet. She made me all of these crocheted scrubbers. And I'm telling you what, these are fantastic. She did a great job. And I have probably had these for 15 years. Anyhow, I've got blue and the green. I think there's a yellow and a pink, and yeah, I don't remember. I got a drawer full of them. Anyhow, I love to use them. I think about her, and she was a fun guest to have at the hotel. I kind of miss the hotel. I also wash my kitchen sponges. So sponge to me is just filled with germs and bacteria and what have you. And so every day I just throw one sponge into the washing machine, and then I've got like a little basket full in the laundry room, and grab another sponge clean for that day. So hopefully we're always reducing the bacteria in our sponges. Yeah, they're too expensive to throw away. They're too pricey. And if one gets really gross, I just toss that. Yeah, that did a nasty job. It just goes right into the bin because I've got others. Anyhow, so yeah, got a new sponge for the basket. All right, let's go ahead and see what I can do here. I'm gonna put the towels back into the basket here. There we go. And I have the rolled up napkins. Just put those right on top. Oh, that one. And then Melissa and Andrew, yeah, they can do it together. Whichever one of them comes by, they see the basket all filled with stuff, they can take it on the run. I've got one for the guest bathroom, one towel for the guest bathroom, 2 towels for my bathroom. I share a bathroom with Andrew, and he's pretty good. Yeah, he's a pretty good person to share a bathroom with. He knows, like, when you get out of the bathroom, out of the shower, that you spray with the after shower spray, so I don't have to scrub so hard. And you know, he's really good about not leaving big lumps of toothpaste in the sink. I hate that. Anyhow, so yeah, he's a pretty decent person to share a bathroom with. I appreciate that about him. Let's see, we've got another napkin. Well, it always looks like more. Oh, I found a couple more. Anyhow, yeah, just getting my chores done. So what have I done today? I checked the mail. I fed Hazel. I folded a load of clothes. I am all caught up on laundry now. There was no trash to be taken out. There's a couple of things in the kitchen sink. I'm trying not to obsess about them too much. And when I get overwhelmed and anxious and worried and a compulsive feeling about, you know, cleaning and what have you, what really calms me down is I like to count by prime numbers, because my shrink said years ago that when you're counting, however you do it, if even numbers, odd numbers, I do prime numbers. Sometimes I do pi and see how far I can get. Yeah. Anyhow, when you're doing math, you are using, you know, the left side of your brain, and all of your anxiety and compulsive weirdness, you know, is more on the right side of your brain. So yeah, that math will counteract that anxiety about not getting your compulsive chores done. And so I've been doing a lot of counting, taking a lot of deep breaths, and I'm doing the list of things that I did get done today. And so yeah, laundry's all done. I've got a few things to go out to the compost pile, so I'm waiting for probably this evening, as after the sun goes down, to go out there and work that compost pile a little bit. Maybe I'll get Melissa to help me because it needs to be turned. And so yeah, I've got some things to go out to the compost pile, and I want to run Roomba in this room and then also in the front room. The front room has another sitting area and the dining room. It's kind of an open concept house, kind of, sort of. It's just right for us. So yeah. Oh, and in case you're new here, our household is 2 dogs, 1 feral cat. My sister Melissa lives with us, and my husband and Andrew and I. And that's what our household looks like. I don't have any children, but I've enjoyed everyone else's over the years. And so yeah, I'm a great auntie. I enjoy it. Yeah, let's go out. Let me buy you a few things, sugar you all up, buy you a noisy toy, and send you home to your mom and dad. Yeah, so that's a lot of fun. I like being an auntie, and yeah, we live here in Glendale, Arizona, and it has been very, very, very hot. It's very, very, very hot. We've got a few more days of this. Around the 15th, we are actually forecasted for temperatures of only 104, and I'm really looking forward to that. There's a big difference between 104 and 117. You wouldn't think that it was that big of a difference, but there really is. People from, you know, other places where, you know, you might get to 100 and you think, "Ooh, that's hot, that's hot." What's it like at 117? Well, what it's like at 117 is we haven't had rain in a while, so it's very, very, very dry. It's very, very hot. So you go out your door and you're walking to your car, and your shoes kind of feel like they are melting into the sidewalk a little bit. Tennis shoes, flip-flops, yeah, everything but boots. Yeah, So yeah, your shoes feel like they're melted into the sidewalk when you first go outside. So you're hopefully in some air-conditioned place. Like we have air conditioning, central air, and I keep it right at about 80 degrees. And when you go outside, that hot air just takes your breath away and makes your lungs kind of burn. It takes a few seconds. I gotta stand out there on the porch and just, get myself together because it's really hot. And then your skin is incredibly dry. Like it has sucked up every little bit of moisture. So yeah, you need a lot of lotion, and I like a saline nose spray, eye drops, chapstick, sunscreen. Yeah, it always smells like a tropical vacation in here because we're always putting on sunscreen. Our sun is not like the sun anywhere else. It really feels like it's magnified, and I don't know if it's because of our longitude or if it's because of living in a valley, which is a great big bowl, but it's bad. Yeah, summer here is not fantastic. It's fantastic if you have a boat and you're gonna go water skiing. That sounds like fun. I love to water ski. It's fantastic if you have a pool. We do not have a pool. We have a big tree. We're grateful for it because it does provide plenty of shade. And it was so funny when the roofers were here because they took a lunch break, and so they all went out and laid under that tree and had like a little lunch and a little afternoon siesta, and it was just adorable. And I loved watching people enjoy the tree because it's a lot of hard work. The tree right now is dropping the seed pods, and it is the messiest tree. It's a mesquite, and it is an Argentinian mesquite, and it is, so you have seed pods, and then come winter, most of the leaves will fall off of it, but they're not like big leaves. They're itty bitty, teeny tiny, leaves, and they will fall off all winter long, and then by March or April, we will be, the tree will be almost completely bare, about 90%. And then you get the yellow pollen that will fall for months, and that tree is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I love it, and when we bought this house, we knew we would have to be good stewards of that tree. It's been nominated for Best Tree in Phoenix a couple of times by our arborist. We've never won, but it's an honor just to recognize that my tree is beautiful. So yeah, we have no pool. We would have more fun in the summertime if we had a pool. Andrew's not that great of a swimmer, and so yeah, we have no pool. My friend has a pool. My fancy friend has a pool, and she invites us over to swim all the time. So we are grateful for her, and she doesn't live that far, thank goodness. Well, my laundry is all done. I need to take that coffee into the kitchen and nuke it up a little bit. It got cold while I was running my mouth, but that's what I do best. All right, my lovies. So yeah, on my to-do list today, gonna work in the compost pile. I'm making a pork tenderloin. I think Melissa's gonna make a salad to go with that. So that's dinner. And then I saw a cobweb. I hate it. I love this house, but it is like the house of the 7 plagues because it's always something. One year we had crickets and grasshoppers that were just huge, and spiders because we live near water, and so we have a lot of spiders sometimes. Anyhow, it's always something. Thank God it's never cockroaches because I would just get up and move. That's gross. Anyhow, I saw a cobweb in the dining room, and that's one of the things that I'm not letting go. I do not want infestations in my house. So I'm gonna have to play exterminator a little bit this afternoon, and that's probably all that I'm gonna get done today. But you know what? I'm counting those all as wins. Yay, hooray. I'm not going to whine and moan about things that I can't do anymore. I'm not going to obsess about the little things that don't amount to a hill of beans. I'm just going to keep on keeping on. Anyhow, my lovelies, you keep on keeping on. Tell me down below what's new with you. And yeah, inquiring minds want to know what's for dinner, what's new with you. All right, my loves, be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous. Bye now.